Hello and welcome back to Grim Survival. Let me know if you can see me and hear me because I have no clue if this is working. Not a clue. Yeah, wish me luck. This is not even normal at all. None of this. The computer, not normal, none of it. So we'll just start with that. If you hear any background noises, that's just probably people being obnoxious in the background. So keep that in mind. Also, that has been my disclaimer, including whatever else may happen. So, yeah, the camera's here, the laptop's here, I have a tablet here, I have a phone here. There's more electronics around me than you would believe. All right, the shirt. Okay, the shirt, here's the shirt. If you want to pause and try to read all of those, good luck. I'm not reading them to you, but yes, it says 12 reasons why handguns are better than women. All right. This shirt actually belonged to, I believe it was my father's shirt. It was given to him by my mother, if I'm not mistaken. It came from the Alabama Coshada tribe of Texas, their reservation that is in the area that I used to visit quite often. All right, so yeah, can you hear me? Melissa, can you hear me? I know you're in there. I hope so. Where's this stupid mouse? Mouse is over here. Okay. Hope I haven't been talking to nobody for this whole time. There we go. Thank you. Appreciate that. Where are we? All right, so there are several things happening. Several things happening. There is a heat wave. And I'll just start with the heat wave because it's hot outside. I know because I was out there and moving stuff that was heavy. And yeah, not fun at all. The National Weather Service has issued excessive heat warnings and watches across nearly all of Washington and Oregon State. Parts of California, Idaho are also affected. Yeah, they are breaking records, and I forgot to mute devices. Shut up, this device. Shut up, device. Yeah, I know I'm live. Thanks. All right, where was I? Distractions. I got to remember the camera's up here. Chat's over here, camera's up here. Okay, I'll get it eventually. Probably not. Okay, so experts say climate change is expected to increase the frequency of extreme weather events such as heat waves. However, linking any single event to global warming is complicated. Completely. Don't you even think about it. All right, so as the climate changes, there could be an increase in the number of deaths from floods, storms, heat waves, experts say. Um, Another thing that goes along with weather are obviously infrastructure problems. If you've not heard, in Miami, the death toll rises to 9. In Florida, it was a Florida condo tower partially collapsed. The pictures, I'm not sure if you can see this, but the pictures of this thing, that is a Florida condo partially collapsed. 9 people are dead. I believe there are hundreds still missing. Um, yeah, I'm hearing a church bell. I've never heard a church bell sitting here before. That's new. Trying to remember where the closest church is that I'm hearing church bells. But yeah, the heat wave is being blamed on obviously global warming, climate change. Nobody really talks about the grand solar minimum when they're talking about heat waves because, grand solar minimum means the temperature should be decreasing, yet we're still seeing record heat in certain areas of the country and all over the world. I believe it was last summer, I can't remember which country, they broke the world record for heat in one day. It was something along the lines of 120, 140 Fahrenheit. Oh, look, there's people in the chat. I got to remember the chat's over there and have some tea. I'm having a pure leaf real brewed sweet tea. And this is made by probably somebody I don't like. Where is it? I know this is made by somebody I don't like. Pepsi. That's made by Pepsi. Idiots. Let's see. Yeah, ban. Yeah, you didn't even get to talk, dude. It held your ignorant comment, and then I banned you. Bye. See you later. Try again with your next account, though. Ah, idiots. All right, so I did say I was going to post a certain video on Patreon. I am going to do that still. I may even record it today, probably up within the next couple of days. I have been waiting before into the wilderness. How's it going, man? No, it wasn't you. No, I was banning somebody else. I mean, they really got to come up with some more creative names if they're going to troll me, because that name just like automatically said troll. It would just pop out troll instantly. I mean, I didn't even have to wait for a comment to ban that name. I mean, really, come up with some more creative names when you're trying to troll people. I mean, really put some effort into it. I mean, I'm offended by it. Into the world, I'm offended. I'm going to take it personally that you come to troll me, but you don't put any effort into your name to troll me. I mean, you had Grim in your name. You might as well have just waved a flag and said, "Hey, guess what I'm here to do?" Put some effort into it, people. Come on, seriously. All right, where are we? Susie, how's it going, Susie? I was talking about global warming, which contradicts the grand solar minimum, and I'm really confused because they're talking about climate change, they're talking about global warming, they're talking about the grand solar minimum. When it's too cold, it's a grand solar minimum. When it's too hot, it's a global warming. I mean, I don't know. Who do we believe at this point? Maybe we're having both. Is it possible to have? I'm not a scientist. I don't know. I don't know. It's confusing to me, though. Well, I'm glad to see you too, Susie. Thank you for being here. I think you're the only mod in the chat right now, and you just missed a troll. I mean, just by seconds. Um, what it means to troll someone, that it's just somebody coming in to say bad things for no apparent reason, other than maybe they think they know something that they clearly have no knowledge of whatsoever, and they are ignorant of certain situations. So in that particular case, I would say at least. Yeah, that's a good one. Saying something you don't believe to make someone mad. Yeah, yeah. Either don't believe or have no knowledge of. I guess they go kind of hand in hand. Yeah, yeah, I like that one even better. Into the wilderness. Yeah, that's the best definition I've seen yet. To insult someone while hiding safely behind a screen. That, yeah, yeah, definitely. All right, other things we're going to talk about, and just so you guys know, I'm probably going to run this about 45 minutes, maybe push it to an hour. Forgive the loud furnace if you're hearing it. I do have a couple of things to show you and talk about. I'll do that in a minute, but I was just talking about some top stories that this story isn't headline news right here, and I got to be very careful about how I talk about this because I find it funny personally, but I could very easily get banned for this particular subject due to YouTube's policies on how they handle certain topics, I guess is the best way to put it. I never thought about that. Maybe the Ice Age did have a couple of hot days. I bet it did. It probably did. Just thinking about it, yeah, that's just common sense. I mean, how could it not have? I mean, how else would it have melted? Anyway, this story here comes from New Zealand. It actually is the Olympics, and this person has been in the Olympics a couple of times. And I watched a video on this earlier today, and it was just kind of funny to me. So I'm going to share it with you. And I'm not going to name the person. You can just type this in if you want. This person is a New Zealand transgender weightlifter, was born biologically a male and is now trans whatever into a female and has been accepted to compete in the Summer Olympics as a weightlifter. How's it going, Cosmo? So I find this to be entertaining because I don't like sports at all. Period. I just don't. I see it as a mindless waste of time and just a distraction to keep the population busy. I mean, just look at the Roman. We could go into a whole tangent about sports, but I'm not going to. But this is the Olympics. This is a world competing, person. They're competing with everybody around the world, and currently are ranked number 7. Apparently they did compete in certain games already as a female. On average, I believe it was 75% males naturally have 75% more body mass, muscle mass than a female naturally. It's a proven scientific fact that your average 15-year-old male can overpower most females, period. So to put somebody in a weightlifting competition who's 6'1", 250 some odd pounds, born a male, throw a wig on the dude and let him. I mean, this is just not right. I mean, it's funny though. To me, it's funny. I mean, it's just, yeah. Uh, it is unfair. It's completely unfair. How could anybody compete with this? This is unfair. I mean, look up the average height and weight of your average weightlifter, female weightlifter, and compare it to this person here, 6'1", 250 some odd pounds. I mean, it's just, yeah, it's no competition. It really isn't. Yep, I am back. Just a little announcement on my being back. It's really hard to record and upload videos currently with my, yeah, just anyway, it's really hard to do that currently. So most of my videos over the next couple of weeks are probably going to be live streams at random times. I'm not going to tell you what times because random, just take that for what it is, random. This is my normal Sunday slot that I used to do, Sunday 6 p.m. Eastern time. I'm going to try to do Sundays every week, but I am going to push that back to 9 or 10 p.m. Eastern time just to better fit my personal schedule. And yeah, I'm going to continue making videos just because sometimes I actually enjoy it. Sometimes, not always. Sometimes it can be rather annoying. I gotta say, when I was doing videos every single day, and I was like, "Oh man, I gotta have this what was it, 9:30 a.m. premiere every single day, 6 days a week." I was ready to just trash my computer. It was just, yeah, no thanks. I'm not doing that again. Uh, Yes, that is true also. The bone mass of a male is so much bigger. I mean, it's just not fair no matter how you look at it. Thank you, Into the Wilderness. How have you been, by the way? I hope everyone has been well. I actually was just hanging out. See, there you go. Now at least you got a better name, man. Good job. Good job. I mean, you could think a little bit. I mean, because if you look at that from a literal point of view, that's kind of insinuating that you're coming after me with a big can of Vaseline, and I really think you might want to rethink that name as well. I'm just saying, just maybe, just it's just yeah. I mean, no, no, I'm trying. Well, stop sending them into my house. I mean, if you don't want it done, why do you keep sending them to my front door? Okay, that was wrong, in poor taste, probably, but still. Susie, have at it. You want to take care of that? Go for it. Uh, Thank you, Susie. So currently set up here, I got somebody else's laptop sitting on a table with my webcam plugged into it. I'm holding a tablet here and a phone that I tossed over here because it wouldn't shut up. I could just do a whole live stream just chatting with people because it's funny. I mean, somebody suggested that I open up the floor and do a StreamYard and let people just have the link and come on and say whatever they want. The problem I see with that is that could potentially get my channel banned because people would probably say things intentionally to get me banned. So it's probably just a bad idea. Bad idea. Kool-Aid? Really? Really? No. All right. Before I talk about this last news story, because it's more of a localized thing, I got something to show you. I have had this for a couple months. I have not used it yet. This is not a review, but I want to show you anyway because I like it and I think it's cool. And I'm going to tell you just a little bit about this thing. This is my crossbow. Yes, I finally got one. There it is. It's huge. Look at this thing. This is the Whitetail Hunter 2, and it's a Burnett, I believe is how you pronounce that. And this was a gift to me. A gift. Can you believe that? And yeah, I mean, it's a crossbow, so I think I can get away with shouldering a crossbow on YouTube. I'm not sure if that was thrown in there with holding firearms. I'm really not sure. But yeah, this thing is awesome. It came with a 4x32 scope, came with it out of the box. And yeah, it's got safety. It's got anti-dry fire. It came with a couple of cheap bolts. Obviously, they're cheap, but Yeah, it came with everything. And this thing is nice. And I got to go out and shoot it, which I plan to do very soon. I have to figure out a safe place to set up a target so I don't accidentally take out any trolls that happen through my yard or whatever or whatnot. Stay there, stay there, stay. Okay, stay. Hopefully that stays. Maybe. Ah, if I was a rapper, I'd be Coolio. It's just gonna let you just go. Just yeah, I don't have nothing. Where was I? I'm only 15 minutes into this live stream, and I've about got through all of the news things I was going to talk about. Although there are a couple extra I could throw in there. Um, yeah, I watched a lot of reviews on this particular crossbow before I picked this one, and somebody actually did give it to me as a gift. But I watched a lot of reviews, and from what I understand, this one out of the box with that scope is very accurate. There's very little adjustment you need to do to the scope right out of the box. So yeah, and fire wise, it's one of the most accurate crossbows you can get. So when the zombies come, I'm good to go. I don't think zombies are coming. I really don't. That's just stupid. But anyway, people actually believe that. All right, so here we go. This is a very interesting story. If I can get it to load, this comes out of Indiana, and this is being done in several states. I don't know. I don't want you to play the video. No, I don't need a PayPal commercial. Why are you giving me a PayPal commercial? All right, so this comes out of Indianapolis, Indiana. A Marion County judge has temporarily halted the governor Eric Holcomb's order to stop federal pandemic unemployment benefits. The state of Indiana, along with 26 other states, you can look them up if you're interested, have ordered their states to stop paying out federal benefits that were intended for unemployment to their residents. So federal money that was intended for, people that may or may not need it is being denied them by state governments. The state of Indiana and several stay. It's falling over. It's about to hit me in the head. And there's something clicking near me, and I have no idea what it is. All right, where was it? Several states are just saying that they're not going to pay federal benefits anymore to people that were, I don't want to say entitled to it because it's unemployment benefit, but people that were depending on this, people that needed this. Okay, I see what's making that noise. And how I just don't see what their logic behind it is. What do they have better to do with this money? They're throwing free money to everyone, and certain states are like, well, we need bigger paychecks. I mean, I just don't see why they're denying it at all. It's federal money that is intended for people. So anyway, back to it. Marion County judge temporarily halted, meaning those benefits will continue to flow out for people in Indiana for the time being. Although I know for a fact that a lot of people were not issued checks promptly when they were supposed to be. So, yeah, something to look into, I believe, Monday when everything's open again. A judge issued the order Friday, less than 2 weeks after a faith group, concerned clergy of Indianapolis, and 4 individuals filed a lawsuit challenging the governor's decision to end the benefits early. The judge's order lasts until the lawsuit, which targets Indiana's Department of Workforce, blah, 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 I don't care, makes its way through the court system and reaches a final order. Basically, they're going to have to keep paying the unemployment benefits until the lawsuit is finished. So, good luck to people on unemployment. 80 million zombies voted for a potato. Yep. I mean, yeah. Yeah, I agree with that. Let's see. I do agree. If you prep for zombies, you will be prepared for anything. But prepping for zombies right now is one of the hardest things to do because of ammo shortages and the skyrocketing prices of ammo when you can find it. I'm still seeing ammo. The sippy cup? Oh, it's in the sink. It's full of beer, man. The sippy cup's in the sink. Sorry. Yeah, ran out of beer too. I'm drinking tea today. So, yeah, I mean, it wouldn't fit there anyway. Alabama cut it too. Yeah, I'll look up the list to see if I can figure it. Probably is on this article, but I know at least 26. Yeah, there is a couple other things I wanted to discuss also about current economic things. All right, unemployment. Typing on this tablet is. I'm not used to internet this slow. My internet is used to be a lot faster. Used to be. And I could blame YouTube for my internet not being faster because YouTube was the reason why my internet was so fast. So yeah, YouTube, it's your fault. Not you personally, like you people in the chat, but yeah, you get it right. Where is it? Yeah, there is a list. Federal unemployment. Yeah, why is it? Yeah, there we go. And the Texas Governor Abbott is being sued. The also let's see how many states are suing their or being sued because of this. 10 states to end enhanced unemployment benefits by June 26th. That was posted 2 days ago. So at least 10 states. I thought it was 20 something. This one says 12 states have ended unemployment benefits. Yeah, so they're cutting it off. Number 12. Man, you should have like made number one first. You're already up to 12. We'll discuss that in just a minute too. Adults. Yeah, that's a joke. All right. So as we're seeing, federal unemployment benefits are being cut. Now, what I did post a video the other day about the economy and the fire sale, and I did get the numbers wrong. I was doing more research in that, and it's not 1,800 per kid per week. It's 1,800 per kid in total for the next 6 months, meaning it's divided into payments of $300 per month over the next 6 months until you reach the $1,800 that you will get free money just for having children. That's awesome, isn't it? So I'm sure if they continue this. Now, also, the current president of the United States, President Potato, has said that he could continue this free money, child tax credit benefit, whatever the crap he's calling this thing. And he is going to continue this for up to 5 years, is what he's saying. So 5 years of free money, $300 per kid per month. I just see a population boom in our future. I just see population increase over the next 5 years, just massive. Yeah, let's see. And here, just Susie, when you click it, if you click the hide user, it just automatically bans them and they can't come back. They have to make a new account. So, just a tip there as a mod. We need more mods in here, don't we? I know I have a couple of them. Where'd they go? Oh well, random lives anyway. I didn't really tell anybody because I don't anymore. I'll show that comment. Yeah, when it comes to trolls anymore in here, I used to deal with them, but at this point, I just don't see a point. They're all getting to be very repetitive, and they just keep saying the same stupid, ignorant crap over and over and over again, and not one of them knows what they're talking about. Not a single one, but I will address the trolls and that type of stuff on a Patreon video that I did say that I was going to give to you. I am waiting for some paperwork because I might actually read some of the paperwork to you from, well, when it gets here on that Patreon video. But paperwork, as all things, is taking absolutely forever to get here. So I will probably post the initial video and maybe do a follow-up video on that if it ever shows up. But that video is going up on Patreon probably sometime this week. Probably. Because that's one of those videos I have to edit a lot of and be very, let's see, what information should be shared and should not be shared. There are certain things that are just none of your damn business, and we'll just keep it that way. All right. So what does it? Oh yeah, there's one other thing I just forgot. It was the child tax, the Indiana unemployment. There was one other economic thing. I can't even remember what it was now. I just completely lost my train of thought. Whatever. I'll think of it later. We'll talk about it then. Maybe. Just maybe. All right. Let's see if I can move the chat over here so I can see it a little bigger. 43 people in the chat. How's it going? I did notice somebody else's live stream the other day. They had it set to Subscriber only. Only people that were actually subscribed to their channel could make comments. Now I'm going to have to look up that setting because I'm going to turn it on. That will be interesting. Cool. I don't care. And that's my business too. How's it going, Eric King? It has been a while. I know. I'm going to get back to doing regular weekly videos. Definitely not daily videos, but weekly videos. Um, Melissa, the job is yours. You now have it. You have the mod power. You will have to refresh your chat to see your name in blue, but we'll still see it in blue every time you type from now on. Sorry for that noise. That is a dog in a cage because he had to be put in a cage for the live stream. Can you itch a little quieter? Thanks. Good job. Uh, distractions. Let's see. Crossbow. There was something else around here I was going to show you, but I completely forgot what it was. Let's see. That's a phone. Let's see. That's a tablet. That's a pink tablet. Okay. I have no clue where it went. Never mind. We'll do that next time. This is what happens when you don't pre-plan your live streams very well. Ah, there's another one. So I did receive an email the other day about the pandemic and a new strain. I forget the name. Delta. I don't know. Yeah, Delta Plus. That's what they're calling the new strain. Delta Plus. They're actually saying that being vaccinated may not be able to affect this strain completely, and you may need another vaccination. That's what the initial thought is coming out of the CDC. Possibility that you might just need another shot in your arm if you haven't had this one already and you're not dead. Then I don't see the point. But hey, that's just me. Don't do what I do. Just yeah, right. I'm sure there's a few trolls in the comments right about now with that one. Don't do what I do. Yeah, I'm waiting for it. I like trolls. Diana, how's it going? Thank you for being here. So how is everyone? I'm probably going to cut this off in the next 10-15 minutes. Anybody wants to chat, questions, comments, anything they'd like to get off their chest, feel free to throw it out in my chat because that's always fun. I'm drinking tea, by the way, in case you didn't know. I did forget my external microphone, so this laptop is broadcasting sound for me. I hope it's working. There's an air conditioning vent under it, so yeah. I just hope it's not too loud. I'll review this a little bit later just to check sound quality of this laptop. I don't think I've ever used it for this before. And my camera is in a weird spot, so I really need to readjust. This camera has a light on it too. I wonder if that would be better. That's bright. It does look a little clearer though, at least on my end. Now I have a big bright light in my face though. That's kind of rude. The dog I have over there is a Doberman, full-blooded Doberman. And the cage he is currently in is about half the size of this living room, in case you're wondering. He's got enough room to spin all the way around in it, stand completely up, look out the window that he's staring out of right now. Don't you dare start barking at that neighbor's dog. Going pretty good. Survival preparedness for beginners. How have you been? That's a lot to say, just so you know. Oh, I'm glad the sound is working. That's definitely curious. Oh, yeah. See, you tried there, bud. Yeah, see, that is the most ignorant thing I've read in my chat today, man. Learn something and quit just believing everything some ignorant idiots on YouTube are telling you. And that's what we're going to talk about just for the end of this live stream. We're going to talk about some things I have learned over the past few months about people on YouTube in particular. People will just follow. Ooh, I like yeah, we had a German bred Doberman once. They're more closely related to, okay, you got me distracted. They're more closely related to the original bloodline because Dobermans actually came from Germany originally. They were bred by a famous tax collector who was tired of people, yeah, harassing him or whatever. The dog was bred to protect him. They're very good at doing so. Have one right there in a cage. All right, what was I? Oh, yeah, people. So I've learned a lot about people on YouTube in particular, over the last couple of months. And they will just believe what anyone tells them without any thought to it whatsoever. And obviously, this isn't everyone because I don't, and I watch YouTube. And a lot of times, and I've said this in my videos, don't just believe anything I say, do your own research. Same thing. Do your own research. Don't just believe anything anybody says. Just because somebody said something on YouTube about something doesn't make it true. Guess what? Did you know today the grass turned purple and the sky turned yellow? Did you know that happened right now? Go look outside if you don't believe me. I mean, this is the mindset of people. It's pack mentality. Pack mentality. Oh well, all these people are saying this one thing. These, three. What was it? It was four. No, it was three. I'm going to call it three. It was three that started it, and they just me, like a bunch of little girls, and they kept on droning on, and then all these people just started chiming in, and then all this other crap happened, and then all these people started saying all this crap, and you wouldn't believe the things I know about me that I didn't know before. I mean, I did not know that I was doing all the illegal things that people were saying that I was doing. I'm unaware. And I'm really curious with all the illegal things that supposedly I was doing, why is it my car is still broken down and I can't afford to buy a new one? You would think with all the illegal crap that some of these people have claimed I've been doing that I'd have a lot more money. But anyway, you want to see my dog? Sure. Sure, we'll show you the dog. This is going to be a disaster to show you this dog. I'm sitting in a corner. I got camera gear and laptops in front of the chair I'm sitting on. And the dog is bigger than the chair I'm sitting on. This is going to be a disaster, just so you know. But, yeah, I got to move the crossbow. And a couple other things that are sitting next to me. You sure? You sure you want to see the dog? He's looking at me like, yeah. Yeah, come on, show me the dog. All right, I'm going to do it just because I'm bored and I'm going to stand. Wow. Yeah. This is, yeah, come here, dog. No, you're coming this way. You're going to be a star today. Yeah, no, look, we're already dropping stuff. We haven't even got you over here and we're dropping stuff. Yeah, because it's easier not to move the camera. The firearm missing. Come here, big and stupid. Come here. No, yeah, no, don't sit. Okay, yeah, there you go. Sit. No, lay down. Don't. You're sitting on the tablet. Here, lay down. Put that one too. All right. Let's just. There we go. There he is. Don't you do it. Don't you lick my face. Are you crazy? All right. There we go. This is my big, mean, vicious Doberman. See, he goes, grr, 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 grr. Yeah, that's what he does. He goes, grr. See, those are mean Doberman teeth. He goes, grr, and he's going to get you. And yeah, I don't believe in cropping their ears just because it can actually damage their ears. I do believe in cropping Doberman's tails because it can damage the dog. But the ears, there's just no point to that other than to make them look mean. And I like the Yoda look. He's got the Yoda going on right here. Yeah. And just so you know, Dobermans are vicious dogs. They're vicious. That's what everybody says, right? That they're, aren't you rude? I was trying to show you to the camera. No? You don't want to be shown to the camera? You don't want to be shown to the camera. No. Oh, is it nap time? Apparently it's nap time. Yeah, I like the big old ears too. They're big and goofy. When he's running, they flop, and yeah, it's just. I've always had floppy-eared Dobermans. I think I only had one, belonged to my dad when I was really little, who had one with cropped ears. But yeah. Yeah, people think Rottweilers, Dobermans, Pit Bulls are the most vicious dogs, which is absolutely false. completely false, scientifically proven to be false. The most vicious dogs are actually the smaller dogs. Chihuahuas are known to bite more people than something like this ever will. A dog like this is only going to bite you if you're. Did you just lick my nose? I mean, a dog like this is only ever going to bite somebody who's being mean to it or whoever it considers its family. So, yeah. Yeah, my mother once knew she had a best friend who had a very large Rottweiler, and the people who owned that Rottweiler named that dog Kitty. So they would go, "Hey, you want to see my kitty?" And they would go, "Yeah." And I go, "Here, kitty, kitty." And this giant, big old, big, you know what a Rottweiler look, kind of like this, but with a big block up here that could just ram through a door. This big old thing comes running out and just, yeah, yeah. Any little dog are very dangerous around families. Bigger dogs are actually bred to be around families. There are a few exceptions to that rules, but things like Dobermans and pit bulls. Pit bull, it was bred to be a nanny dog. That dog was actually bred to protect your family. That's what that dog is for. So anybody who's ever been bitten by one probably was doing something they shouldn't have been doing around it. Or, you know, there are people that treat animals in ways they should not be treated, and those animals become very defensive and traumatized and will, you know, see humans as a threat and therefore protect itself by attacking first. And that's how dogs get bad raps. But yeah, I've always wanted a German Shepherd, but I've never had one. I've always had Dobermans. Well, the exception that I had what was it, a black lab once for a short time. It got dumped in our yard. Somebody drove down the street and tossed the puppy out the window, and we saved it, obviously. The dog was crazy, just so you know. It ended up going to a different home. What other dog did I had? One other. There was two black labs that I had actually. One, yeah, and I had a beagle once that my mother hated that thing, and she got rid of it. But yeah, German Shepherds and or Dobermans. German Shepherd is what I always wanted to have, but I've always had one of these big floppy eared. And we don't put the choker chains on them, although I do put the choker chains on them when they're puppies for training purposes. Otherwise, they run away and break your arm when they get. You know, a puppy for a Doberman can be about 1 years old and about 100 pounds if it's big enough, but average about 60, 70 pound puppy trying to jerk you across the on a leash, you need something to restrain it. So we also, for this guy, have a gentle leader, which goes over his nose right here. It's just a strap, and then it wraps around and locks behind his ears. And it doesn't hurt him. He can still open his mouth fully. He doesn't like it because it's on his nose and he tries to get it off, but it doesn't hurt him. And it won't allow him to pull you, because if he tries to pull too hard, it yanks his head to the side, and he don't like that, do you? You don't like that, do you? And he'll, yeah, then stop. So it's called a gentle leader for anybody who is training big dogs. Give it a try. It works really well for this. And I've had a couple of these, so yeah, they work. I think I've actually seen Dutch Shepherds, and yeah, there are a lot of different types of Shepherd dogs. Some of them do look similar to German Shepherds, but a lot of them don't. Yeah, this guy here, he's lazy. He's getting up there in years. He's about midlife, I'd say, for a dog. I think he's 7. I think he's 7 now. So yeah. Red October. Yeah, I actually didn't watch him. I didn't watch none of them. I can tell you that I have a lawyer that did, and my wife did, my best friend did, but I didn't. And yeah, I'll talk more about that in the Patreon video coming up, and it'll be up this week. I will. I'll go back and check for that Red October because they've all been deleted. You know why? I can't tell you, but yeah, you can figure it out. I did find it funny. My friend told me that he had a whole playlist dedicated to me. I don't know how many videos there were, but you know, once you put something online like that, it never goes away. You should know better. It's the same. Yeah, we had a delivery guy, this big old goof right here. Well, this dog's out front here in the front area, and the dog's just doing what the dog does. And there's a vehicle parked in front, so you can't really see the dog. And the delivery guy comes up along the side of the vehicle to drop off a package, and the dog, he didn't see the dog because the dog's out in the yard. No, you're staying here. No, you can't go because I know you got to go out. You can wait a minute. Just give me 5 minutes, man. Chill. All right. So anyway, this dog's out in the yard. Delivery guy does the same. Delivery guy, now, we got to say the front of the vehicle is probably about 20 feet or so. At that particular moment, it was about 20 feet away from the porch. So I've never seen a delivery guy move that fast. I'm just going to say that right out front. This guy walks up next to the vehicle. He comes past it. He's holding the box. He's just trotting along like he normally would do, probably. Not moving all that fast, really. And I know this because security cameras. And he whips the packet. He sees the dog out of the corner of his eye, and the dog sees him. The dog just looks up, just like, what's up? And the dog's, not paying attention to this guy at all. Doesn't care. This guy whips the package. It wasn't breakable, thankfully. Whips the package at the door and turns around and just darts back to his truck. And he runs full speed. Now, from the porch, or about where he was, to the end of the driveway where his vehicle's parked, is got to be about 50 yards. It's got to be. And this guy, man, he should have went and tried out for the local NFL team after that, because I have not seen anybody run that fast since the last time I watched an NFL game. Just saying. And yeah, because of this, I wouldn't run from it. I mean, you don't run from a dog. First rule of dogs. What's a dog going to do when you run from it? It's going to chase you. Now, there's two reasons a dog will chase you if you run from it. Reason number one, and the most common reason a dog will chase you, is because he thinks you're playing with him. He's like, oh, where are we going? Let's go. Come on, you got a ball? Let's go. And the other reason a dog will chase you is not what does happen, is because the dog wants to eat you because he doesn't like you and you're somewhere you shouldn't be. So, yeah, but typically speaking, the dog just wants to play. There are exceptions to that rule. Now, you can't trust every animal you come across. Do you know that your nose is cold? Did you know that? And we got to cut his nails. I don't know if you can see that, but his nails are getting long. They need cut. And I don't like doing it because bad experience once, because we cut too deep on a dog, they'll start to bleed. And yeah, bad experience. Taking him to the vet, letting him get trimmed up as soon as I can. So, yeah. There's the tip of his ears. Lazy. But yeah, I'm probably going to call this stream here in the next couple of minutes. This is a male dog, by the way, in case I didn't mention that. I think I said he several times. His collar is old. Old. You just going to lay there? I mean, we're not doing... Okay, let's see. No, you're not going anywhere. There we go. Now we can see the dog. He doesn't want to be on camera anymore. He wants to go outside and use the bathroom, which is why I have to go very soon. But, yeah. That's why I'm not letting him go, because I don't know how long it's been since he's used the bathroom. So just keeping him right here, holding him hostage. He loves it. You see the smile on his face? See the smile on his face? He loves it. He's smiling. All right. Yeah, I've been thinking about a nap half the day. Oddly enough, I used to have so much time to sleep. Now I have a lot less time to sleep. But when I had so much time to sleep, I didn't never sleep that much. But now that I have less time to sleep, I want to sleep more, but I can't because I don't have enough time. Blue boxer, I think something's going to happen to all of us. All of us. We're seeing so many things right now. There's so many things right now. There's just you could dedicate a video on each individual thing that's happening right now and have a whole month's worth of videos. It's just the insanity that is happening around the world at this particular moment it's just something we've never seen before, and I don't think it will get any better. I just don't. I see it only getting worse. So, yep, yeah, his teeth are better than mine. Got a cat running around. Oh, there's a cat right there. Got two more of them running around here somewhere. Cats and me don't get along. That's why I got this. This thing knows how to get the kitty. I had another Doberman that from a very small puppy, we always had stray cats in our yard, and I would say, "Get that kitty," and send the Doberman out there. But then my wife ends up getting a cat, and I'm like, I wonder if this will work. The dog's sitting next to me on the couch one day. The dog's about 6 months old, just sitting there looking at me, doing whatever dogs do. And the cat comes strolling across, and I said, "Get that kitty," and that dog, it was gone. I've never seen a dog with it. And that cat screaming for its life, takes off, jumps up on a table, and then smacking the dog in the face, and they go at it for about a month, 2 months, 6 months, I don't know, years. They never stopped. The cat just smacking the dog every time it walked by, and the dog would bite at the cat. And it happened like that. Probably my fault the rest of their lives. So, yeah. The downfall of what? Human civilization? In my opinion, if you want the answers to those questions, you have to read the last book in your Bible. And yeah, I don't really have enough time in this stream to go over all the things that are going to collapse around us. I think first we're going to see the economic changes worsen. I think we're going to see the weather changes worsen. And I think we're going to see the population in general worsen. And what I mean by population worsen is the crime rates, the death tolls. And that is another thing I wanted to talk about real quick. The U.S. government has put a stay of execution, per se, on people that are in rental homes that have not been able to pay their rent or have failed to pay their rent for whatever reason over the past. It's been about a year now. I forget what they call this, but the government had issued this. They stopped people from being evicted because we were going to have something like 80 million homeless people. They pushed that back another month. One more month, I believe July 15th or July 19th is the cutoff date for that. And at that point, we are going to see 80 million people being evicted from rental properties that they haven't been paying for. That is going to create a massive problem, and it could really create a domino effect just from the housing market standpoint itself. You're going to see all these rentals come on the market, so that could drastically drop the price. And then you got to think of how many of these people that have owned these rental properties that have had to pay for them themselves. I mean, you got to think of just individual families. Maybe a widowed woman moved out of her large home into a small apartment and rented that out, and she depends on that income from that home to help support her, but she hasn't been getting it because they haven't been paying rent. Now they got to be evicted. She can't keep the house now, so she's going to have to sell her house. So this is going to flood the housing market with rental properties and houses going up for sale, which is going to drastically drop the skyrocketing prices we've been seeing all over the country. But it's also going to cause a domino effect with our economy. It's just going to be a bad situation all the way around. But yeah, um, yep, and you're going to see a lot of that. People, not only people with all kinds of illnesses that depend on government assistance, are also a part of this rental program. A lot of these people should be in, care homes or things like that, but nursing homes are incredibly expensive, and if you don't have insurance, you're not going. Um, you know, Section 8 housing or housing for retired people or people with low income, things like that, there's just not enough of them. Waiting lists for those things are years and years long. It's just, yeah, there is going to be a big change in our future. And we're not seeing it immediately. We're seeing it over time. It's just building up. It's not going to be one of those you wake up one day and it's all gone. It's going to be you wake up one day and realize that, hey, this has been going for a long time. And yeah, you look around and you realize there's no going back. So, yeah, please do, Melissa, send me an email. I will try to respond to it promptly. I do have to walk this thing, even though he's falling asleep again. He's sitting on my leg, and my internal body temperature feels like it's going to reach about 104 anytime now, and I'll probably just, keel over. So that's not going to work for me. Heat waves. Heat waves. It's very cool in here, very hot out there. And this right here is like a heater. Yeah. But anyway, I'm going to wrap this up. Thank you guys for being here. Thank you for all the 27 of you that gave me a thumbs up. I'm not bothering to look at thumbs down anymore. I don't care. I never have. It's funny. The whole thing is just funny to me. The YouTube algorithm, people are so concerned with views and subscribers and likes and dislikes. I'm just happy to, share a few things with some people that actually are like minded people and care. That's really why I started this. I started it to help people, show people some things, and like-minded people. And yeah, if I only have 10 like-minded people or 32 like-minded people, thank you for the likes, then 32 of you is all I need. And I do appreciate all 32 of you. Or 38 that happens to be in the chat right now. So, yeah. I will be back doing more videos, probably more live streams this week. Like I said, it's really difficult to record and upload videos currently, internet issues, but I'll get back to that soon. But mostly live streams this week. I'll probably do at least 2 more. And look for the Patreon video. It'll go up sooner or later. It's not going to have what you think on it. There's not going to be all this, pouring out of information that you were looking for. It's going to be simple facts that lead to a conclusion. And that's just the way that it will be. All right. So, yeah, thank you guys for being here. Have a very blessed day, and I will definitely see you next time. Say bye, Zeus. Yeah, that's his name, by the way. Zeus. Say, oh, bye bye. Bye. See you later. Okay. I don't know. He's going to bite me one day. I just have that feeling. He's going to get sick of me and just turn around and say, I'm done with you. Probably not. All right. See you later.